We know now that Kevin Durant isn't going to be the go-to player on a championship caliber team. Kevin Durant made a bunch of moves after leaving the Golden State Warriors for his big three in Brooklyn. Didn't work out there. Left Brooklyn for Phoenix, created another big three after shipping out Chris Paul and getting Bradley Beal. I understand he is a hooper, he doesn't want to be a leader, but he's certainly not an expert at roster construction, that's for sure. Since leaving the Golden State Warriors and relying on guys that are more ISO players and basically taking turns, your turn, my turn, whether it was with Kyrie, James Harden, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, or Bradley Beal, none of those really seemed to work. Didn't get past the second round in any one of those playoff campaigns and suffered 2 first-round sweeps. Kevin Durant also just doesn't seem like himself. I know he's coming off the Achilles injury from 5 years ago, and that does add up after several years. And after 3 injury-plagued campaigns, this was his first true year that he played on a consistent basis. He played 75 games. That was the most amount of games he played since 2019. But you can also see that his game has kind of deteriorated. He doesn't have the explosion to drive and make cuts to the rim. He doesn't have the explosion to make contested shots elevate. He settles for mid-range jump shots after a couple of crossovers, sizing up a defender and just using his length. That is truly an unblockable shot. It's just fate at that point. Either it hits the rim or it goes through the net. We don't know. His three-pointers go down. His three-point attempts are down, and the amounts of shots in the paint have gone down. The free throw attempts are down. Yes, he can get you 27 points, but it's definitely not the most efficient way, because we know the mid-range shot is truly a relic in the modern NBA. It doesn't really translate to success anymore. The three-point shot and points in the paint are the most efficient shots, and it's better to pass and get a shot either closer to rim or even jack up a three than settle for a mid-range jumper. But Kevin Durant is set in his ways, and he's big on getting guys that kind of fit in that way, because when he was with Golden State, he wasn't a big fan of the side-to-side action. He was clamoring at Steve Kerr to get more isolation pace, and that almost was to their detriment in 2018 when they were going with too many Kevin Durant isolation plays and they trailed 3-2. And it wasn't thanks to Chris Paul's injury in Game 5. Who knows what would have happened in that series, but that saved him. He got another championship, and the rest is history. But we know that since then it's been a disappointment in the NBA. It's just going out sad at this point. I don't know if he's going to stick around in Phoenix, or he may demand a trade or leave at a different point. But he is going to be 36 entering training camp this fall, and we don't know how many more years of Kevin Durant we may have left. He may have 2-3 decent years before he hangs it up, but I don't think he's going to win a championship, and he's going to be just those asterisk rings where he had the deck heavily stacked in his favor, and there wasn't really a lot of resistance, and he won those rings without any true competition.